Hello, everyone! How are we all doing tonight? Hi. It is Saturday night. Hope you all are having a great Saturday. I'm not gonna say I am. I just spent the last, 15 or so minutes, scurrying around the house trying to find a headphone port. I eventually did find one, or not a headphone port, a headphone jack, whatever. You know, a 3.5 millimeter. There we go. That's a term I'm sure everyone will understand. So that we can watch Demolition Man, a movie I know virtually nothing about. And I'm basically doing this because I haven't done an Ldeiner cinema in quite literally at all this year. And, well, you got one. I'm gonna be totally upfront. This is probably my least favorite series to do because it's not something I ever thought really worked well as a series. And movies in general are just not really my favorite thing. Like, I enjoy watching movies, with friends. Not having to also worry about making a show on top of them. But, I guess we're doing that now. I don't know. I don't know how many more of these I really want to do. Demol, my favorite now. Okay. Wait. I just want to... I got it downloaded from somewhere totally, different than where you guys will be watching it. There we go. Mainly because then I can actually, keep the... There we go. I can actually keep the time code up so that you all can see it. Alright, hello Verdici Man, how are you doing tonight? I was gonna say, is there anyone out on the Twitch side? I should probably switch over to the Twitch side so that... Because I'm realizing now that spam bots are still very much a thing. They are live and, well, as it turns out. Despite our best efforts. Anyway. Should be good. I have... Oh, actually, I should post this over on the Twitch side as well. Also, I should pin this. I should have done all of this before starting the show. Oops. Here we go. And copy the link. There we go. Okay. So, we've gotten that taken care of. Let's actually watch this movie. Demolition Man from 1993. As always, of course, you will... Actually, I should have a disclaimer, right? Is it this thing? It is. There we go. There's the disclaimer. Am I streaming it in the Discord? Actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I could do that. Oh, shit. What? I'm just gonna use general because I don't think I ever... I'll just use this. I'll post a link to the Discord because that's actually maybe not a bad idea. So, literally all I know about this movie is that it is... Actually, I don't really know anything about this movie. All I can kind of assume about the movie is that it kind of looks like Terminator, but cheesier. Um... I guess I don't know if I would say that. This is more of like an action movie. More, well, Terminator was an action movie too, but it had like an actual point to it. I'm not 100% sure that's going to be true of this. Like I said, I've mostly keep this series going because there's exactly one person who wants to view it, and they are not currently in chat, so that is great. Is that Tim Allen? No, it's not. Kind of sounds like him though. Oh, they definitely have a Terminator 2 pyro budget. I'll tell you that. Wait, was Sylvester Stallone in this? Is this the second movie in a row with Sly Stallone? I'm gonna have to look up IMDb who's in this because I guarantee it's someone. What do you mean IMDb is not installed on my iPad? I have to install it again. Fuck off. Thanks, Apple, for offloading my shit again. I think there is a way to turn that off, but. I've deleted like a whole bunch of videos, so it's probably not going to do that again in the future, but. No, I don't want to sign in to IMDb. I just want to see the Demolition Man boys. The Demolition Mans. Oh, not now. There we go. What the hell? Why would I even want to sign into IMDb? What service do they have that would benefit from them knowing more of my data? John Spartan. That is a 90s ass name right there. Okay, Sylvester Stallone is in here. You guessed it, Sly Stallone. Also Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes, who is a name I've heard a whole bunch of times and could not tell you anything he's done. Except this, apparently. So Sly Stallone is John Spartan. The titular John Spartan. Oh, not really titular, but also Sandra Bullock is in this. Nigel Hawthorne, I've heard that name before. And now we're getting into the names I've never heard of. Dennis Leary? Like the guy who made his entire shtick off ripping off, No, Dennis Leary's the Weekend Update guy. I always get Dennis Leary confused with, the other guy who basically made an entire career off ripping off Bill Hicks. Except he's unfortunately still alive and Bill Hicks is not. There's a guy named Pat Skipper. That's a good name. They're still doing a credits roll 10 minutes into the film. 11 minutes now. When did Terminator 2 come out? Was that. Because, like, this movie clearly. I'm pretty sure this movie came out as a direct result of Terminator 2, but I just want to look up when that came out just to confirm. Oh my god, IMDb is such a dumpster fire now. I just want to search for a movie, and that is now made to be an absolute fucking chore. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, that came out. 91? Okay, yeah, that is definitely enough time to watch that movie and rip it off. Watch that movie, see, like, the insanely high box office numbers, and then rip it off. Oh my god, back when they actually asked if you wanted an automated response instead of that just being the default. Having to wrestle with a phone line for 30 minutes to talk to a real person. Sandra Bullock wants action. Alright. The sex appeal part of the movie is now over. Continue being literally anything but until the next Sandra Bullock scene. I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm only 17 minutes in, but I think I was totally right. This does. I don't know if it's directly. I mean, it's probably inspired by Terminator 2, but I would not say it's like directly ripping anything off. But yeah, this does seem just sort of like Terminator 2, but cheesier, which I'm not opposed to. Actually, Terminator 2, but cheesier. Isn't that basically just the first Terminator? Yoo-hoo! Hello, Arus. Movie is all right so far. Okay, so I've now come to the conclusion Wesley Snipes is basically who you hire if you can't afford Morgan Freeman. Or just want like a younger Morgan Freeman. Also, just a reminder to anyone if you want to see an exclusive review of this movie, and if you want some really cool emotes like these. Oh, there should be more. I might have to alter that. What? Oh no, they predicted ChatGPT and its confirmation bias. Oh wait. Oh, is that what I'm realizing now? This is probably what the I don't know. There's supposed to be more. There's supposed to be more emotes, but I do not have them on the computer, so I will have to update that. That's probably what those two missing files are that OBS keeps nagging me about. Okay, that's kind of funny. This is making me want to watch Hudson Hawk, if nothing else. Oh my god, this movie could not be more 90s. Like I think that's like like a direct reference to the Roseanne Barr thing. Like her fucking up the anthem. It's just like I don't think this movie could be more 90s. I will not be surprised if someone is wearing a I was gonna say a corn shirt. That might be a little bit too 90s. Or more to the point, too late of 90s. They said the thing. They said the Demolition Man thing. Do that thing what the cinema sins say. Okay. I would say my thoughts so far basically being about one third of the way through the movie. Oh no, I think the movie's about 2 hours, so maybe not exactly one third, but this movie is thoroughly okay. It is a straight. I don't know if I would say 5 out of 10, maybe like a 6 out of 10, because I'm enjoying myself, but it's not like it's like the best thing ever. It's a fun movie to turn your mind off to. 2032. So we've got exactly 8 years before this movie becomes reality. Gotta say, so far, pretty accurate. We gotta like we gotta bring back that sort of 90s chrome look. Everything is chrome in the future. We gotta like bring that look back. Also, they did capture the ever-growing fact of 90s nostalgia. Before Biggie and Nirvana. Who did that song? Was it like SR41 or something? All right. Actually, I was gonna say they predicted the government micromanaging your life, but no, they were doing that in the '90s too. Oh shit! Well, they called that. Actually, I just realized the line. I think the line was "Abortion is illegal, but also so is pregnancy." So, okay, that's a good line. I like that. Oh my god! We can tell it's the future because we got the technology for Sylvester Stallone to actually say full words and enunciate. Hello, Karumi. Demolition Man, the game. You know, it's funny. That was the entire inspiration for me watching this movie is because there's a guy I'm following on well, YouTube and Twitch named Janked Jesus. He is currently speedrunning the 3DO Demolition Man game. And I was like, you know what? This movie seems stupid enough. I'll put this on for an Ldeiner cinema. I love movies that treat the '90s like it's like this ancient time and yet it's only like 30 years in the future. it's kind of interesting how like the machine will flag cursing but not casual racism. Actually, no, that is entirely accurate. Never mind. Okay, that's good. Like the world is like so overly commercialized. Like their oldie station is just commercials. Okay, that's good. This might be the most unintentionally accurate view of the future I've seen in a movie in a very long time. Well, that was overly optimistic, assuming the Brady Bill would stay in place. You know, if you're gonna have guns in a museum, maybe you should have checked to make sure they weren't loaded. Yeah, this movie is just fun. I'm actually quite enjoying this. What does a VHS copy of this cost? This seems like one of those kinds of movies. I gotta own this to increase my niche cool factor. Does it go for a lot? No, actually not. I'm seeing 8.79, 8.24, $3.19 plus like $5 shipping, but okay, that answers that then. There's also a 1998 reprint apparently. That's like $7. Yeah, this is the most 1993 movie to ever 1993. It is such a product of its time, and yet like it feels kind of timeless in a way. Like it's directly like a response to things that were going on like right this second, i.e. Terminator 2 and a little bit of the Rodney King riots. And then but then like, the future repeats itself, so A Schwarzenegger library. Oh my god, that is. Fuck! That is. Oh my god, that was optimistic. 61 amendments. I mean, they predicted he would get into politics, if nothing else. All restaurants are Pizza Hut. This really is dystopian. Saint Angelus. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this movie, I must say. It's stupid, but I kind of it's stupid, but I think it has it has something to say. I was expecting this to be mostly just kind of like a mindless movie, and I mean, what it has to say is pretty like kind of surface level, almost like almost kind of has like a bit of a conservative bent to it. I don't want to aside well, small c conservative. I don't really want to put any sort of politics to this movie, but I've seen movies kind of like this sort of get into like the whole oh, this is someone's fault kind of thing. I don't know if it's this is necessarily saying that, but what I'm saying is this movie is really good. That's what I'm saying. Of course they're gonna do this. Oh God, what is sex in this? What does sex look like in this future? They're making out to the Love Boat theme. Hello, LCX. This movie's pretty fun. The things that are different is that the wait, hang on. Oh, it's like cutting something off. The thing that is different is that they're not used to. Oh, is that okay? So have you seen this movie before? I think it's a fun one. It's so I kind of came into it with the mindset of like this is Terminator but more cheesy and stupid. I don't know if I necessarily stand by that. I think I was maybe giving this more credit. Hey, Slim Nim. I thought they were about to say kids were the major downfall of society. I was just like, yeah, no, 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 the future got something right. Good effects and stuff. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Like, this might not be Terminator 2, but it definitely has Terminator 2's pyro budget. By the way, for the record, I'll just post the link again, but I am also streaming this on Discord if you want to watch it with me there. I don't know if anybody's actually doing that with me, but you could. Might be like an easier way of like watching the movie beyond just like trying to match up with the time code. So LCX question. I was going to I was thinking after this movie I could play fuck, what's the name of that game? I'm gonna have to like I gotta like look what the name of the movie is again, but or not movie, the game. I was thinking of streaming that. Yeah. Kanaji Usagi. Yeah, I can stream that, right? Cause like there was like a giant fucking banner as I was going to download the game, like this game may contain nudity. I'm just like, I have no moral objection to this, but YouTube and Twitch might. Of course I can. Okay, cool. Does it? Oh. That's what it said on the Steam page. Oh, it's a Souls-like fighting game? Hmm. That's two things I hate. But maybe if I combine them together, I might like it. I don't know. Probably not. You finished it a long time ago. Sword fighting? Okay. Alright. As long as you streamed it, I will. I could also try Pika Yune Dreams. Might be more my type. Okay. I'll search that. If that's... How much is that? Does that cost anything? Oh, it's cheap. Oh, and there is a demo. Okay, I'll just play the demo. I'll play both. Or... Do I want to do that, or do I want to wait until... Nah, I'll do them. I'll do them both tonight. I mean, you've waited, like, what? Like, a year and a half for me to play the first game? I'll fucking play it. Actually, probably more than that. I'm pretty sure you requested that game, like, whenever I first got the Steam Deck. It was a long time ago, so probably, like, possibly, like, what, 2-3 years ago, you requested that. I just let it be known, I will honor people's requests, even if it is 3 years later. I will honor your request, even if it is 3 years later. Oh shit, he dead. I was gonna use the dead redeem, but then I remembered, oh yeah, my desktop audio is muted. Never mind. No nudity, just cute girls. Okay. Not sure if that went through, but maybe. By the way, I did set it so that redeems can work on Twitch now, so that's cool. Unfortunately, nobody is actually on Twitch, so literally the only thing you see is just some links that I've posted. The act of taking a recovery potion. Except, yeah, that's true. Arus is there. Hi, Arus. For some reason, Arus is like I found out how to get the I found out how to get Twitch in the mix it up so that I can have a unified chat that I can see like on the second display. For some reason, Arus's name is in red. I don't understand. I guess because that's the color it is on Twitch, but that doesn't extend to me. My name's not in green. Oh, they're just scared of Steam? Okay. Yes, Arus is a red-blooded American. A red-blooded streamer. Oh, shit. People? Oh. Oh, no, it actually is a rat burger. Okay. That would have been like an interesting like ripple in the stories. Like, oh yeah, we're like moral Puritans, but we also just eat people now. It's fine. Well, I mean, if you've seen the latest news, anyway. I don't know if they eat people, but it would probably be the least disgusting thing they do. Yeah, that's right. Bucket seats used to be a thing on cars. That is certainly a thing you could do. A murder death killer. Fuck yeah. That should have been the name of the movie. Murder death killer. Would have been the second most ludicrously stupid title, right next to The Bye Bye Man. I still can't believe they named a movie The Bye Bye Man. What was his name again? It was like something really good. I don't know. They'll probably say it again, but like he has a really cool name. This movie, no, not the criminal, the like the main guy, Sly Stallone. This movie was apparently so high budget that they were able to pay Sly Stallone enough to enunciate. Hey, Orc. I'm liking this movie. I'm really liking this movie. I was just joking. I think they actually had a high enough. They had enough of a budget so that they could actually pay Sly Stallone to enunciate. Anyway, here is Orc, the entire reason I have this series going. I think this series has like died and revived like 2 times in the past, and or no, 3 times in the past, and every time I do this, every time I revive this, I have to wonder why I do this. Are we headed towards the future? Um, well, this movie is like way more accurate than I would like to admit. So, yeah, maybe. To com- People commit crimes to steal a can of nachos at Taco Bell. No, 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 you're wrong, LCX. Pizza Hut is the only restaurant that exists in this future. You were watching the video started, but you had to leave because someone left a 50 under your door for some weird reason. What the fuck? Someone just threw a 50, just like a 50 under the door. You know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I mean, I'd be suspicious, but I would take it. I mean, thanks for the cash, asshole. I don't know, man. What this future didn't count on is that the drones would make law enforcement via physical contact unnecessary. You know, you say that. It's interesting, like, that hasn't really. We haven't really utilized drone combat in, like, a local. In, like, a domestic sense. Like, when I think drone warfare, I think of, like, drone striking other countries, which I mean, like Biden or not, I'd say the best thing he did is actually kind of require more of a chain of commands to enact drone warfare. So that's one thing he did. Take this job and shove it. He gave one of your other. So what? I guess it was just like random act of kindness. I mean, fuck it. Get the 50, order something nice. Get yourself some nice dinner or something. I don't know. Not in USA, but other places. Oh, I guess fair enough. I would I guess just like cops using drones at that point, that would be a step too far. Everything else the fuck they're doing, having like open tanks in the streets, yeah, that's fine. Just as long as it's not a drone. Do you know who put the money at the door? He said no. He says, "What do you want to know?" And I said, "Well, I want to say thank." Yeah, fair enough. Exactly. I mean, well, like I kind of wonder if it's like I kind of wonder if like he kind of doesn't want the thanks. Is it kind of like one of those things where like he's just doing like a random act of generosity and doesn't want thanks? China has robo dogs? Fuck yeah. Anyone remember like that trend of like iPod accessories and then you had like the robo dog where you like it was like a shitty speaker and it like played music out of your iPod but it made annoying robo dog noises. What the fuck was up with that? Why did we do that? There was also there was a similar thing except it like was this like weird obtuse alien creature. I don't remember what the hell they were called, but like they were kind of like a mini trend for a little while, just like these cute quote unquote iPod accessories. People are slaves to trends. Yeah, that's about it. You know what? I act like I'm any better. I was gifted both of those things for Christmas. That's true. Labubu was like when Nendoroids are way. I I mean like I don't know. I don't really get the Labubu trend. I think they're just kind of like a little bit too cursed looking, but also like whatever. Like I feel like Labubu is just like our generation's answer to the Furbies. It's just like young people love them, old people think they're cursed as shit. And you know what? Maybe we're both right. Jeffrey Dahmer, I love that guy. I love the bit in this movie where like all music has gone away and the only music they're allowed to play is ads. So they're like running through the oldie station and it's like old Alka-Seltzer ads. Good smile. Okay, is this the thing that Elle's talking about? Let me see. All right, what do these things look like? Okay. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't know, like the weird like open anime mouth thing is like I could see buying that. I don't think I could see buying that and then displaying it off. You plan to use the Lazbuzoo, say there's a super rare one and only 1,000 people can get it. Have to climb up a mountain. The climax with the blue. Okay, yeah. I mean, okay though, Orc. Do you think you could climb up a mountain? Like, I've never seen. I don't know what you look like in real life, but like, are you like that athletically inclined that you could just climb a mountain to the peak? Also, I'm pretty sure you are a millennial, so I mean, millennials are like I don't know when you were born, but like what was it like 85 or so? I think that's when the millennial cutoff is 85 to like 94, and then it gets into Gen Z. Like I don't know how old you are. I assume you're somewhere in your 40s. The faceplates are interchangeable, and they're posable. Even the bodies and limbs are Jesus Christ! That's cursed. Landmines have taken my sight, taken my limbs, taken my organs. Anyway. You're fat and you've done it? I mean, well, like, you know, there's like two different kinds of fat though. Like there's like fat that's like unhealthy and then there's fat where like the fat is muscle. Usually you can kind of tell the difference by looking at someone, but not always. Nagi's head on Miku's body all the time for the cosplay. Oh god. Compare them to Labubu's, those ugly collectibles. I mean, I kind of imagine some of the appeal is just sort of like that kind of otherworldly abstractness. Because, like, you kind of, like, look through history, even, like, the history that we lived in, and it's kind of like the toys that tend to become the biggest oftentimes are the ones that look, feel, and sound just the most abstractly bizarre. Again, I refer you back to Furbies. No, you're Gen X? Okay. I guess you're a little bit older than I thought. I think the well, like the generation cutoffs are like like very disputed. I think generally I'm considered like an older Gen Z. So like I think Gen Z is like what 90 like it's either like anywhere from like 94 to 98 is where the starting point is up to like 2011 and then they get to like Gen Alpha. I mean, it's not too long. 2011, it's not too long until like Gen Alpha starts becoming adults and they can vote. What are we going to do then? Pretty soon I'm going to have to be the old guard like yelling at them to get off my damn lawn. Actually, wait, no. Why what am I saying? Acting as if I have to wait to do that. I do that now. Fucking motorcycle assholes. Like, I wish it was legal. I wish it was legal to, like, throw a rock at one of the motorcycle assholes that, like, drive past my house. Gen Z is 94 years old. Sometimes we feel like we are. Sometimes we feel like we are. Boglins? I don't know what that is. Mind boglins, I agree. You're over 140 and you're just now starting to fall apart. Fair enough. It'll happen to all of us one of these days. Even you. Boglins was a toy? I see. Monster in My Pocket, I know what that is. Actually, I didn't know Monster in My Pocket was a toy. I know of that as a video game. Com- so Monster in My Pocket was a video game by Game Freak no relation to Pocket Monsters beyond just being the same people who did both. Anyway, movie's over. Gen chat. Yes. I didn't know there was a Demolition Man song. This song kicks ass. Well, I know what I'm adding to my Spotify playlist. Anyway, this movie's over. My overall thoughts on the movie, I really enjoyed this. Um, I was expecting it to be like cheesier than it was. I wouldn't call it cheesy. I would call it stupid at parts, like intentionally stupid, but or let me even rephrase that. I would say it's comedic at points and the comedy generally lands. But no, I did really enjoy this movie. You have a jailed Boglin King bending the bars in an unwrapped package. I wonder if that's worth anything now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll play the yeah, there's a couple of games I'm gonna play while I'm here. I'm gonna switch to a full body thing and then switch the scene. Oh, that's the Grand Prix one. You know what? No, it works. It's fitting enough. It works. I'm a demolition man. There we go. Why is the... Wait, the chat isn't, like, updating properly. What's going on? Let's see if I can make this work. There we... Oh, wait. No. It's still... Oh, here we go. Now it works. Now it's up to date. Alright. So, we play games. Games on a... Games on my stream? How dare. How dares. Alright, let's see what anime bullshit this ends up being. Well, actually, I think I kind of know what it's gonna be, but... Okay. Let's do game capture. Oh, capture a specific window. There we go. And then... Game bar, game bar... Is it this? No. Mix it up. There's like a billion different... Oh, no! Oh, Jesus Christ, that's loud. Ah, found it. Is big. Must be in Smallland. Whatever, it works. Now let's see if the controller works. I'm not 100% sure if it will or not. I've been having some issues with the Switch controller on Steam, so let's see if this works. Oh! That's a yes. English, please. Oh, I don't even get to monitor the sound. I'm just gonna hope that that is not blasting your ears out as it was mine. Hello, Renee. I might turn it down just a little bit more. Oh, wait, actually. You didn't even hear anything because the audio was muted. It is not now. Oh. So what am I supposed to do? I'm like... All I see is just a background that's not really in any way... really visible? Am I in a multiplayer game? Because, like... Return home. I wonder if that's... Oh. Oh my god, you know what this music sounds exactly like? We would like to play. Oh, I'm in a tutorial, okay. Oh. Oh, you have to use the R1 button as an attack. That's... okay. Oh, LB and RB now. Oh, I see. That's just okay. Give up. Am I... How does one hit? Oh, L1 defends. Okay. I gotta play this game at least for a little while. You waited 3 years for this. You deserve at least something. Oh, fuck this game. Is this your stealth way of getting me to play Dark Souls? Like, you know damn well I'm not going to play the actual game, so instead I'm just going to play this. Because quite frankly, I don't think I want to play this either. It's more like Sekiro, apparently. I've not played that either. And if it's like this, I don't think I want to. So basically, this is a game for sadomasochists who will spend hours trying to figure out the combat system, and once they do, they will realize the game is as boring and as empty as my life is. Like, you need to find, like, the rare window where his attack is actually opened, and then, you know what, just fuck this game. I don't need to explain why this game is bad. It should be self-evident. No, the game isn't bad, it's just not for me. And not for really anybody except LCX, I think. Bye, Orc. You beat this in like 4 hours? Okay. I mean, it's a freemium game. I'll give it credit for that. It's... Well, I'm pretty sure the game was free. I don't think I paid for this. I don't think I would have paid for this, but, like... It was free, and it's not like it's, like, microtransaction hell or anything like most free games are. It is still... I mean, I assume it is. It was it was free 3 years ago when I downloaded it, and I see no reason why it would change. I can fight any boss, by the way? Okay. Is that what this is? Like, it's just an open world where I can go to, like, choose the boss I want to fight? Okay. I don't know what I did, but now my Switch controller actually seems to work properly with Switch, so... Worked that out. I was having some problems. Like, the Switch was, like, doing, like, phantom... Or, the Switch controller was doing, like, phantom inputs, essentially. Like, just, like, moving the thumbstick and, like, randomly pressing buttons. And it was doing that in RetroArch as well, so... I don't know if it was just, like, a bad connection or what, but it's working now. That's good. That means it's, an unshielded cable. No, I mean, the cable is fine. It's the same cable I use on my Steam Deck. I kind of wonder if, like, what I'm thinking it might be is my USB-C adapter. I was running it through a USB-C adapter because I didn't have enough USB ports open at the time. Now I've gotten a display port, so I have an extra USB-C port open for the controller. What I might do in the future is I'm probably going to get, like, a wireless keyboard and mouse that can connect through Bluetooth, and then do that, free up 2 more ports, and then I think what I'm going to do is buy a webcam. Because webcam prices... I'm not going to say webcam prices have gone down in price at all. Actually, I think they've been roughly the same, but considering the US dollar isn't worth shit, it may as well have gone down in price. I can get a fairly decent webcam for like $23. Well, the good news is this game doesn't actually have nudity. The bad news is that then negates any reason why you would want to play it. So he has a move where he can just take out all of your health with one strike. You do not have any such ability to do that. What if a fighting game where the entire point is that it was unbalanced? I was watching a video earlier before stream. I didn't even... So I knew this album existed, obviously. But I didn't know, like, how absolutely bafflingly stupid it was. So, post-mortem, Michael Jackson, or rather Sony, released a Michael Jackson, quote-unquote, album called Bible. I say quote-unquote because... So the idea is like, oh, it was a whole bunch of songs that Michael Jackson recorded before he died. You know, like how these post-mortem albums typically are. Turns out, no. What actually happened was this guy found... like, a bunch of songs that were written for Michael Jackson, rejected by him, and then they got a Michael Jackson, like, some random R&B singer who kinda sounds a little bit like Michael Jackson to sing these rejected Michael Jackson songs. So... it is a Michael Jackson album with the Michael Jackson name on it, except Michael Jackson didn't sing them and he didn't even want the songs. Yeah, retro gamers talk about skill and not using save states. Well, here you go. Back in my day, we didn't have any free lunches. We played Kashiro Usa... or Kasa... whatever the fuck this game's name is. We played this, we embraced how utterly unbalanced it was, and we were fucking grateful, goddammit. Still an important piece of history? I mean... literally, it was a con man... And, like, basically, like, this guy found these songs and sold them for, like, a shit ton of money to Sony Records. As if they were, like... They sold these recordings to Sony under the impression that they were actually Michael Jackson recordings. And, like, I guess Sony didn't realize that they were fake. 50 Cent actually had a feature in one of the songs, so I guess he was hoodwinked into buying this bullshit, too. I gotta assume what I'm thinking actually happened is Sony was conned, and they were like, okay, we were conned. but maybe we can sell this off as a Michael Jackson piece anyway, and maybe someone else will be fooled by it as well, and we can recoup at least some of the money we spent acquiring these recordings. Oh, yeah, we finished a movie. Now we're playing some game that Elle requested, like 3 years ago. It's great. It's still an important piece of history despite being a con. I mean, I guess it is now part of Michael Jackson lore, kind of. Even if he had literally nothing to do with it. That actually kind of reminds me of, I forget what it was. It was, like, Elvira or something like that, I think he went by. He was, like, this country singer. Now, to be fair, like, they never, like, outright said this was Elvis, but, like, there was, like, kind of, Okay, so actually, I guess to kind of, like, set the scene. So, like, right after Elvis died, there was kind of, like, this... There was, like, this Elvis-sploitation, for lack of a better term. Of, like, oh, well, Elvis is dead, we're gonna, like, cash the fuck in on that. You know how that typically is. And there was a lot of that when Michael Jackson died, too. I remember that. And then there was, so, in the midst of this, was this country singer, I think named Elvira? Or I think went by the name Elvira? I might be getting that name wrong, but basically, like, he wore a mask, sounded really similar to Elvis, and they kind of played off of this, like, hey, maybe this is Elvis. Maybe he actually did fake his death, and... Maybe he actually did fake his death, and he is coming back now as this new singer, Elvira. Oh yeah, there was, like, Tupac exploitation as well. That was a... Like, how many fucking posthumous releases did Tupac have? Like, multiple albums worth, right? Man, like, Tupac is insane. Like, Tupac is like, what if all those crazy Elvis fan theories actually turned out to be correct? Like, actually, Tupac isn't alive, but, like, actually, all the people we thought did Tupac's death, turns out none of them actually did it. And instead it was... I don't even know what the thing ended up being. I think, like, initially they said it was, like, Suge Knight. I think initially they, like, pinned it on, like, someone hired by Suge Knight. And then it turned out, I think, like, Diddy might have had a hand in Tupac's death, is what they said. Oh, that and all the rappers sounding like him, true. Man, the balls on Diddy to, like, kill Tupac and then release a song as a tribute to Tupac and Biggie. That's true, your idol never ages. Miku can never die, no matter how many bullets she takes to the skull. Doesn't matter how many bullets she takes, how many crooked doctors try to kill her. I'd buy Arus if I didn't say that already. And the thing is, like, I knew about that Bible album. I never listened to it enough to, like, actually, like, hear, like... I will say, like, I remember when it first came out, and I kind of remember having, like, the thought of, like, this sounds off. I'm bored of this now. Alright, let's check out, what's the other game? Library. What was the other game called? I forget. I have to look it up. I literally just downloaded it and I forgot the name. Okay, got it. Thank you. Alright, gonna download this. I don't remember how big the other game was, but, I don't think it was actually that big. It was only like a couple hundred megabytes. Either way, that's, space that'll now be free on my PC. So that I can download more ROMs. Oh, this one downloaded real quick. This one must be a really small... Well, it's a demo, so that stands to reason. Ah, here we go. There we go. Configuration? Oh, okay, I guess I have to use the mouse for this. Alright. Layout... System start, I guess. Diddy told the Crips he would give them 1 million to take out Pac and Suge. Never gets in controversies and stays cute. Yes. Does this one not work with the controller? I think it doesn't. Wait. Okay, VSync on. What are the controls for this? Oh, well, okay. So it claims to have controller support, but does not support my controller. Okay, what is the keyboard controls then? I guess I'll just do it that way. Info dock tab control is toggle automation. Okay. Move up, down, left, right. Yeah, that's WASD. Sneak. Space. And pause as escape. Okay. I thought there were more controls to this. Apparently not. Oh. Well, I found the shoot option. Is this Lil Beach no better? This is the shameless ripoff of Little Beach No Better. Wait, where's the... Okay. Oh, I see. Got it. This might actually be, like, one of the best Vampire Survivors, Hallow Cure, Little Beach No Better likes that I've played. Mainly just because it has kind of the coolest power-ups. Shopped for a new PC. Should you wait for the Steam machine to come out? Depends. It depends what you want. I would say if you are just, like, looking to play retro games, then don't even wait for the Steam machine to come out. The Steam Deck is already more than capable of that. If you want to play, like, the latest and greatest, I would say, like... I would say the Steam machine is worth it if you want to play, like, the latest and greatest games, but you want it in a more console-like form factor, but you don't want a console. I guess I don't entirely know what the market is for the Steam machine at this point. I don't even know, like, is the Steam machine even, like, upgradable to any degree? I'm not actually sure if it is. Wouldn't picking your own parts be more cheap and powerful? Yeah, but then you actually have to, like, put all that together, and... I mean, if you're like me, it's... not really... If you're not really me and you don't really trust yourself to actually do that, you know... I mean, for me, I was able to get my PC at a fairly decent price, $12.99. Almost certainly the Steam machine will be cheaper than that. But, I don't know, like, the Steam machine to me just seems like there's... It kind of, like, goes back to what I'm saying of, like, I think people are getting tired of, like, Sony and Microsoft just kind of being so anti-consumer. So basically, like, I think the Steam machine is basically for people who want a console, but they don't want a PlayStation or an Xbox. He's not a troll, no. He's been in my chat for years. He's not a troll. Okay, well, this weapon kind of sucks. I think I would maybe still prefer HaloCure over this, but... Also, HaloCure is free, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure HaloCure is free no matter where you get it, so I mean... In general, I would say do that. You want to start streaming again? Maybe it's going to be an oh my god, no, don't get an Alienware. Alienwares are like $3,000. Basically, what I've come to understand of, like, Alienware laptops is it's kind of like one of those things where you're mostly just paying for a name. I would say, I like my MSI computer that I recently got. It's $12.99. Alienware, you would be spending at least double that. And I'm not entirely sure it's worth it. He tries to harass you on everyone's stream. Your MSI PC died on you. Oh, shit. Well, I'm hoping that doesn't happen to me. I got a 3-year warranty, so if that happens, you best believe I am taking advantage of that. What if HaloCure, but aesthetic? It might go a little something like this. I mean, I will say the benefit of Little Beach No Beta over this is that you do have direct control over where you shoot. That's innovation. That's innovation on L's part. Honestly, the 3 games that I've mentioned, this, Hallow Cure, and Vampire Survivors, I don't think any of them give you that sort of control. Oh, it does let you aim? Oh, yeah, wait. Actually, you know what? I think I might know how to... I might know how to do that. I might know how to turn off auto-aim. I think it's the control button. Okay, you're right. You know what? I actually like the auto-aim. I'm gonna keep that. Alright, I'll try one more game of this, and then I'll probably log off. Gonna steal the auto-aim idea? I mean, like, I think literally all of these games kind of have this by default. I think this might be, like, the first one I've seen to make that an option, though. I think most of them, it's just, like, why would you not want auto-aim? Ooh, I get a shield. Cool. Okay. Why would you not want manual aim? I mean, because the auto aim usually works pretty well. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to give you the option. Windows version of No Beta. Try. What the hell? I'm already here. Send it to me. I'll play it for a few minutes. Sega's 60th? Jesus, they're 60 years old now. 2 more years, they'll be collecting Social Security. Oh, it's in the community post? Okay, hold on. Let me look. Okay, I found it. Who's old? Sega. Oh, you also... Okay, well, I found the link on your community post, so I'll just download it there. Unless the version you're sending me is newer, but I'm assuming it's the same one. Oh, I might need to extract this. The way Windows handles extracting zip files is not nearly as good as WinRAR, I will say. I decided, like, with a new PC, I'm gonna, like, just not use WinRAR, which, I mean, you can, it's just not as good. Like, it doesn't give you as much flexibility about, like, extracting. I think it's this one I need to open. Oh no, Windows doesn't trust this. How scary. Ah, alright, yep, I found it. Oh, wait, no, I think that might be the edge. No, Little Beach Nevada original.exe. Wait. Is it showing up? It is not. Okay. Let me just capture it like a normal window. Maybe that works. There we are. It's not good enough to be captured as a game, so we are capturing it as a window. I guess. I don't know. No, it's too big. Must be in Smallland. There we go. That should be good. This does have controller support. Okay, I thought it did. Oh my god, there's a story? I'm just going to relax at the beach. Is there supposed to be sound at this point? I don't know. Maybe I'll call Physis to come join me. Ah, here we go. Oh, I think I might have picked the wrong character. Oh, I can't. Okay, no, I can. Reset. Okay. Start. What's the... Okay, here we go. This one... Why isn't she shooting? I did choose the same character? Oh, I have to use the mouse? I have to use the mouse to shoot. Okay. Or, no, you meant the mouse to choose character. Alright, let's try this one. Is the plot the same? No, it's not. Those simps do really pay well. Paid dating isn't so bad when you're this cute. Time to relax at the beach and all that cash. Oh, shit. There's like a bomb feature if you press R1. I don't think that's been in any version that I've used before. Oh, I see. Now it's kind of working. Let me try with the keyboard and mouse, because I don't think the keyboard is... I don't think the controller is actually shooting. Bomb is desperation move? Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna use the keyboard and mouse this time, because I don't think I'm actually shooting properly with the controller. Okay, that seems to be working. I don't know if it wasn't working before or whatever, but for sure it is working now. Also, it seems like the enemies are a bit more well-defined, so... Let's try no beta again this time. Oh. Space can be used also to use the bomb. Okay. Space is how you do that on keyboard. Okay. The enemies are the same? Oh, then... I don't know. Seemed more easy to spot in this version than in previous. Why does the weapon not work? I don't know. This one... What? Oh! Oh, I see. There's a... Okay. I see what you meant by doing that. Okay. Okay, yeah, so the controller does work properly then. Okay. Wait. Okay, there we go. Which one was the best? I kind of forget. It was like I think I liked Fire the most the last time. Here we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Now we're playing with power. Lolly power. Oh, lightning is instant kill. Okay. I will do that. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, and lightning has auto-aim. Okay, yeah. Now I remember. Let's try No Beta. I don't know if there's actually a difference between the two. Other than, well, the story. Answer, not really. Not that I can tell, anyway. Beretta gains experience faster. Okay, I see. In that case, I will be her then. Definitely having... I mean, this is the best... I see, so this doesn't even let you press the start button. I guess that's how you fix the glitch, just... Oh. Oh, I see. So, like, going forward, even on the controller, just bypasses. Okay, got it. I mean, I feel like the solution to that would just be don't allow double inputs under any circumstance. Like, once input is selected, do not allow further inputs. I don't know what the code term for that would be, but... Not as simple as I think. Okay, I'll believe that. I kind of wanted to, like, wait. Never mind, that music sounded familiar to me for a second. Like, the more I listened to it, the more I thought I heard it from somewhere else. Apparently not. It's called Edge Trigger. Okay. It's all Suno. Okay. Okay. I should try Suno. I'd be surprised at the results. What's Suno? I don't know what that is, but I do know I think I am done streaming. Anyway, who we raid? Alright, Arus is playing Persona. Argus218. Yeah, exactly. He's playing Persona. We must reward such behavior. So, tomorrow night, I will not be streaming. I'm going to be off at my parents' doing something for the Super Bowl, I'm sure. Monday, Game Boy Advance games, beginning with the letter K. We are up to the letter K now. Tuesday, Lunar, the Silver Star story complete. Thursday, we're going to be watching some episodes of GamePro TV. I don't know how, reacting to a TV show, how all that's going to play out, but Should be interesting. If it works out, I have a couple of ideas of some shows I want to look at. Maybe like Flights of Fantasy, otherwise known as Gaming in the Clinton Years. X-Play, like some old episodes of X-Play maybe in the future. But on Thursday, we will be looking at GamePro TV. Friday, I think on Friday, I am going to be doing, what is the game called? Chaos Wars. That's it. We're going to be looking at Chaos Wars for the PS2. I'm pretty sure it was like a strategy game, but it's most famous or infamous, possibly, depending on your viewpoints, for its voice acting. Saturday, Romporee! I don't know, have I done a Romporee at all this year? I honestly can't remember the last time I did that, but it will be done this Saturday. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. Always super appreciated. Thank you especially to my members, Arus218, DJ Ronnie G, and LCX. And thank you to everybody for watching me tonight. Thank you, Arus218, LCX, Karumim Good Gamer, Mike Wolf, Orc Warchief Reviews, Prime 1, Renee W, Slim Nim, Verducci Man, and Nintendo Volts. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Good night. And thank you for going to my TED Talk. Bye, everyone.
It's the outro, and here's the outro freak. Freddy Freaka, into presentation, sweeping the nation, doing his thing by way. If you wanna see more of me, become a member, watch some movies on Ldeiner Cinema, play some games on Rum Roulette and request to be part of the community. Join the Discord, talking about games, music, rum requests, and more. Join now. That's all of the plugs that I've made. Thank you all for watching. Now let's raid!